The Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight was one of the most hyped events in recent memory, bringing together two of the most talked-about figures in combat sports. Tyson, a legendary former heavyweight champion, and Jake Paul, a rising star known for his controversial boxing matches, seemed like the perfect pairing to deliver an unforgettable spectacle. Fans packed into the arena, eagerly anticipating a thrilling display of skill, power, and drama. However, what they got instead was something far different: resentment. The build-up, unmatched hype. From the moment the fight was announced, expectations soared. Tyson, a global icon with a legacy of ferocious knockouts, was pitted against Jake Paul, a social media personality turned boxer who had recently made a name for himself with his victories over other YouTubers and former athletes. The hype surrounding the fight wasn't just about the athleticism on display. It was the clash of personalities, the intrigue of whether Tyson, at 57 years old, could still hang with a younger, more inexperienced fighter like Paul. Tickets to the event sold out quickly, and the buzz around the fight intensified. Fans were not only excited to witness Tyson return to the ring, but also curious about what Jake Paul might bring to the table. The spectacle had the potential to be historic, a real clash of two worlds, drawing attention from boxing fans, casual sports enthusiasts, and even those who simply tuned in for the drama of it all. The reality: a disappointing performance. As the night of the fight arrived, the energy in the arena was palpable. However, as the bell rang and the fighters began, it quickly became apparent that the spectacle fans had hoped for wasn't going to materialize. Tyson, although clearly in good shape for his age, appeared cautious and reluctant to engage in the type of explosive exchanges he was once known for. His movements were slower, and there was a noticeable hesitation in his punches. It was clear that Tyson, despite his immense skill and experience, was not the same fighter he had been in his prime. But more than that, it seemed as though the fight lacked the raw intensity that fans had expected from two such larger-than-life figures. On the other side, Jake Paul, who had been promoted as a rising boxing star, didn't exactly deliver a knockout performance either. While Paul has undoubtedly trained hard and improved his skills, he was still facing someone with decades of experience. Yet, the bout felt more like a sparring session than a serious competition. Paul's punches lacked the precision and power fans anticipated, and his performance wasn't nearly as dominant as many expected from a younger fighter with less wear and tear on his body. The fight itself was uneventful, and as the rounds passed, the initial excitement began to wane. Fans who had been hoping for a dramatic knockout or an electrifying display of technique were left feeling underwhelmed. There was no clear winner, no knockout blow, and no real fireworks to justify the months of build-up. Resentment sets in. As the fight came to a lackluster conclusion, the mood in the arena shifted from anticipation to disappointment. Fans had paid significant money for tickets, travel expenses, and merchandise, all with the expectation that they would witness a memorable spectacle. Instead, they got a lackluster performance that felt more like a glorified exhibition than a legitimate fight. The resentment didn't end there. Outside the arena, on social media, and in post-fight interviews, fans voiced their frustrations. Many felt they had been sold a false narrative, a carefully crafted story about an epic showdown that, in reality, never materialized. The promotion of the fight, with its flashy marketing and bold claims, had promised a spectacle that never came to fruition. Fans were left feeling that they had been taken for granted. The aftermath. In the days following the fight, the resentment continued to grow. Boxing purists criticized the lack of professionalism in the match, while casual fans who had bought into the hype felt betrayed by the underwhelming result. The event, which was supposed to reignite interest in boxing, had instead served as a reminder of how overhyped events can fall flat, leaving those who were most excited feeling let down. In the end, the Mike Tyson vs. Jake Paul fight wasn't the spectacle that fans had hoped for. Instead, it became a cautionary tale of how expectations can be set too high and how sometimes the hype doesn't always match the reality. Fans may have come for a thrilling show, but what they got was a lackluster performance and a sense of resentment that will linger long after the final bell.